Hey guys, how's it going? It's Clarissa with our Dog Movie Show, and today's film is basically a straight-to-DVD release, though it did get a screening at Fright Fest, which is a pretty huge horror festival in London. I am talking about Cult of Chucky. So, if you've not been keeping up with the Chucky slash Child's Play franchise, we are on the 7th movie by now. So we had the first 3 Child's Play movies, which were pretty standard 80s/90s horror. Then we had Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky, which were very much horror comedy. And then we had Curse of Chucky, which was kind of a tonal reboot for the franchise, I guess trying to push it a little more towards modern horror, especially with the influence of Insidious and the whole monopoly of James Wan. So it had a little bit of a creepier, more gothic vibe, and I actually really enjoyed it. And I'm a fan, of course, of the original and Bride of Chucky. So when it comes to Cult of Chucky, it's really interesting because narratively, it's a direct continuation of Curse of Chucky, which focuses on Fiona Dourif's Nica, who has her entire family murdered by Chucky, which is very unfortunate. More unfortunate is the fact that she is then blamed for all the killings, so this movie opens up with her in a mental institution, and of course Chucky comes back, starts killing all the patients, and so on. Anyway, it does continue the tone of the previous film, but I feel like it's a little less effective, maybe just because it's such a clinical setting. It's this ultra minimalist hospital. Everything's very white and clean, and then you just have this little colorful puppet guy running around. It just feels a little more muted compared to the rest of the franchise. And also, you're spending a lot of time in therapy sessions. You're spending a lot of time with the other patients, learning about their illnesses, which does kind of take focus away from Chucky himself, which I know they kind of did that in the previous film, and maybe they got away with it more there. I feel like it's not something necessarily they can do twice, especially because by this point, after Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky, we're kind of invested in this character now. Like, I want to know what's going on with Chucky. I want to know what he's thinking about. That is only until the finale, though, where the film does a complete 360. It's suddenly just like Bride of Chucky again. It's got, the messed up humor. Chucky is spitting out one-liners left, right, and center, and it's fabulously gory as well. And I really enjoyed Cult of Chucky by the end of it, but it's definitely a film that bears the scars of a franchise that doesn't quite know what to do with itself. It's a little unsure of its own identity, and it's definitely weird to see in the earlier, more traditional, muted parts of the film when Jennifer Tilly turns up. Jennifer Tilly playing Tiffany Valentine, possessing the body of actress Jennifer Tilly, which it's so meta and so ridiculous, and she is just such a gem of a human being, but it doesn't quite fit. It stands out, and, Cult of Chucky is sort of a mess in that aspect, but I do have a lot of time for this franchise because it's one of those film series that even when the films themselves aren't particularly good, you can feel the love and the passion that's gone into it. So, I just have so much goodwill toward everyone in it and everyone involved in making it. I am very excited for whatever they do next because, without spoiling it, the ending sets up some potentially very cool stuff. I'm also really happy that Fiona Dourif is the new sort of center of this franchise because I think she's fantastic. She's just a fantastic actress. She got all of those good acting genes from her dad, who is Brad Dourif, who is the voice of Chucky. So if you're not a fan of this franchise, I don't know if I'd particularly recommend it, but if you are a Chucky fan, I think it's a must-see. Even though it's not my favorite of the series, I'd rate it maybe around the level of Child's Play 2. Not bad, but not particularly memorable either. But if you've had a chance to see Cult of Chucky, I would love to know what you guys thought. You can let me know down in the comments below, or you can hit me up on Twitter, details down in that description box. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can hang out and talk about movies. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!